Hello everyone, this is Dor. I'm here in beautiful Arisera, which is a little surfing town, and there is a little village that you can see me walking around here. And when you're here in this town, all you can think about is surfing because the ocean is not far and there's good waves almost every day. So there's only one thing that is more available for you than surfing here because the conditions are good almost every day. And yes, you guessed it right, it's your emotional body. On your emotional body, you can surf all the time. And in this video, I'm going to talk to you about how you can surf on your emotional body and what does it mean to be more connected to your feelings. Let's start. Before I jump into that, I just want to say that this video is not about being wrong, being right. You know, there's only one truth. There's no such a thing for me having just one truth. So this is not a very logical video. It's more about your experience. So I want you to really experience how it is to feel, to really feel. I'm going to start to do this now. Let's go. I have a lot of fear to do this experiment with you, but we're gonna try because this is not this logical video. I really want you to experiment it. So what we're gonna do is for the next 30 seconds, I'm gonna guide you through this experiment. So what you're gonna do right now is gonna close your eyes, take a deep breath, blow it out of your mouth, and connect to your feelings, to what you really feel. So this is not about feeling from the physical body. It's not about I'm tired today, I have back pain. It's not about your intellectual body, which is I need to do some work, I need to finish my study. That's what I feel. And it's not about feeling from your energetic body. It's like I'm one with the universe. I feel like I'm one with the universe. It's not about those feelings. What you're going to do is you're going to connect to the emotional body and see what you feel. So there's 4 main feelings: joy, anger, fear, and sadness. Just close your eyes and try to scan your body and see if there's anything come up from your emotional body, wherever it is right now. It might be close to your heart or to your stomach, that area. And try to see if anything comes up. And let this question resonate with you. What do you feel right now? What is the feeling that you have? Just take a few seconds. Try to see if anything comes up. Yes, great. And slowly open your eyes. That was great. Thank you for playing this. I know that since we grew up, no one actually taught us how to connect with our feelings. So no one in school taught us or our parents. So if you did it right now, you did it the first time without knowing and you just jump into this high-level fun game. So thank you for doing that. All right, so I really want to know, what did you feel in this experiment? What came up for you? What was the feelings? And what even the experience that happened to you. But I can't actually hear from you what I think, what do you feel right now. So what we can do, I can describe you some experiences that I had with travelers that I have, with people that I work with, and what usually happens in those kind of experiments. So I'm gonna give you a few possibilities of what happened to you, and I hope that you can recognize it for yourself, and maybe one of those possibilities resonated with you, and maybe you can also, like, maybe not in this instance that possibility resonate with you, but maybe on another day that what came up for you. And also, if you're a coach or if you're a yoga instructor and something like this, you can use these results from experiments to see in other people that you work with. So what happens when they connect to their feelings? Okay, let's start. So the first possibility that could happen to you is you didn't feel anything. Just close your eyes and you went numb. Numb, like, you know, the doctor gave you a shot in the cheek and it's fall asleep. So that might happen to you when you just try to feel. We did this experiment, just nothing, just numb. Nothing came up.
Well, I guess you're feeling a lot of feelings right now. It's fresh.
Well, that's a funny thing, actually. I really don't
Don't what?
feel anything.
So in that case, what happens is you're a bit numb to your feelings. It doesn't mean that you failed or anything like this. Again, we are all conditioned this way by modern culture. But there is something that we want to touch on, and I'm going to talk about it more later, about being numb to your feelings. Okay, the second possibility is you might have resistance to the feeling. So you had a thought in your mind which goes along the line of, this is stupid, this is ridiculous, it's not working, I'm not doing it right. So you had this intellectual thoughts in your mind that prevented you from feeling. So something blocked you. Maybe it was this
I just want to know why. No answer? Are you embarrassed?
Nope.
Afraid?
No.
Then why?
Just let it go.
No, you are under
Then
oath.
hold me in contempt.
For God's sakes, what the hell happened to you? What kind of damage was done to you? Caring only makes you
Weak. They think you care, they'll walk all over you.
Okay, so in case you have a resistance about feelings, there might be a story in your head about feelings. Maybe feelings are wrong, it's bad to feel. Maybe feeling is make you like a sissy if you're a man. It's like not manly enough to feel. Or maybe it's like if you're a woman, like feeling anger is crazy and you're a crazy woman if you feel anything and you need to be numb to your feelings. So society taught us this old story about feelings because it pays something to someone when we're not feeling. We're not connected to our feelings. So maybe you have this story, this old story about why you should not feel. Okay, in that case, what we need to do is to get a new map of feelings. Why feeling can serve you professionally, why feelings can help you connect with people, be more grounded, hold space, say yo, say yes, say no, say yo. And feeling can really help you do all these things. So we need a new story about feelings, and then you can change this mechanism in your mind that feelings are bad or feelings are ridiculous or funny. So a lot of the people I work with, this is their main thing. When they just start to feel, they just sit around and all these voices come up in their head. And usually it's not even their voices. It's voices from their parents, from their childhood, their teachers, something like that. So we're working on that to change the story, to create a new map around feelings, and then you can feel. Okay, another possibility number 3, is that you felt mixed feelings. What does it mean? Maybe it's a vague, like you went inside and you felt like this vague cloud of depression. Or maybe it was something more intense, like a feeling of overwhelming feeling, this burnout. You feel like this burnout, maybe it was very intense, or maybe it was some feeling that you don't have a name for. It's like this mixed emotion of anxiety or envy, depression. So those are all a mix of the 4 feelings that I mentioned before: joy, anger, fear, and sadness. So for example, for me in university, I had depression. So I had sadness because I didn't like where I am, and I was sad that I had this feeling I'm wasting my life. And then I have anger about myself that I'm not getting myself out of it, and that I don't have the courage to get out of it. So sometimes there's also fear involved, and sometimes there's also joy involved in all of this. Of course, I had some joy. So those four feelings mixed together, it's create what we call mixed feelings, which it create burnout and overwhelm. Now, if you have milk and you have fuel and you have orange juice and you try to mix them together, what can you do with this fluid? You cannot fuel your car, you cannot drink it, so basically you cannot do anything with it. This is mixed emotions. So when you separate those mixed emotions, you can use fuel. So like anger, you can use your anger. Sadness, you can use your sadness separately, but when you mix them all together, you cannot do anything with them. So that's why we have this process of unmixing feelings. So it's a process that it's usually people do in possibility management, and I also hold space for this process. And if that's something that's more interesting to you, it's something that you feel the mixed emotions, which are usually stuck emotions from the past, and it's usually something that everyone that start with this work has. So a lot of the times when I start to work with people, they have this mixed emotion, and we work and we do this process about. So if that's the case, you can write to me and let me know, and maybe we can do something together. So the fourth possibility is that you felt one of those feelings in its pure form. You felt just sadness, just anger, fear, or joy. You just felt them. And then in this case, what it means is you felt from your adult state, which means you are centered, you could feel like an adult, because those feelings, they're supposed to guide us to wherever we go. Go right. and and so the difference between feelings and emotion, when feelings come and they go after 3 minutes, they get out of your system, that's feelings. That's how it's supposed to be. For example, I have fear that this video is going to be too short and I'm not going to cover everything. I have anger that the weather today was not the perfect weather we wanted, or I have joy because I'm giving this content out to people, or I have sadness because, I'm leaving Arisera soon. So if you had something like this coming up, that's your adult, and that's feeling, and that coming, and they're going away out of the system after a while. There's no story attached. There's no I'm a victim, I'm a prosecutor or a rescuer to anyone. It's just this feeling in a pure form, and that's part of our privilege and lineage as human beings to feel. And that's the opposite of what modern culture is trying to tell us. Okay? And then if you had this feeling for more than 3 minutes, like let's say you had sadness for the whole day, for the whole month, or for the whole year, for your whole life, there might be a stuck feeling of fear or sadness in you. That means that this is emotions. For emotion, we go and do a healing process, because emotion, it comes from our child ego, from the past, and it's stuck there, and we want to open a doorway. We want to go, and it's not that it's bad that we have it, it's just a doorway for us to, I'm seeing a doorway over there. So it might be a doorway for us to open a new dimension in our life. So we go into the emotional healing process with that, someone holds space for us, and we go and we discover something else. We discover something new. We can go to our energy and open more space to be in our energy form. This maybe sounds kind of woohoo, but we actually, a lot of times for me, I just learn what is this stuck emotion was about in the first place. Because usually it's not about what triggers it. So more on that in other videos, or you can ask me in my website or just like email me or something. Okay, so after we realize what is all their feelings and how they can look in their adult form, So what can happen to us? Normally, do we don't have all these feelings? What is going on there? So actually, what is going on is that we're numb to all these feelings. We do feel them all day. How does it look like? Imagine you have a numbness bar right here. It's at 80% right here. And all your low-level feelings are here, which means you feel sad because you feel 50% sad because your friend left town, or you feel 20% anger because someone honked at the road, or you feel 10% joy because there were your favorite coffee in your coffee place, or you feel 20% fear because the waves are bigger now. And it's always you're numb to these feelings, so they're always kind of here underneath your numbness bar. So do you know that thing when someone suddenly snaps with anger? Did it ever happen to you when you talk to someone, everything looks normal, maybe it's your partner or something, and suddenly they just burst like blah 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 blah. Suddenly they're going with anger at 100%, 80 or 100%. Why is that? Because all day they felt the anger. Suddenly the anger went above the numbness bar. When the anger went above the numbness bar, suddenly they felt it. But they didn't feel it at 40, at 60. They felt it right away at 80. Because before that, they were numb to it. So what happens when you feel it? You suddenly
Girl, I can't. You shut up! You shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
So you can be like suddenly snapping with anger. I'm sure it happened to you once. Or you saw someone that it happened to him. It also can be with sadness. Like suddenly you sit at the psychologist's couch and suddenly you starting to burst out crying with sadness above 80%. Why is that? Is because you were numb the whole time to the sadness. It was still in you, but you're just numb to it. Okay? So when it comes out like this, it comes out unconsciously. So there's an important distinction here between unconscious feelings and conscious feelings. So unconscious anger, for example, it can serve us. Okay, it can serve us to say yes, say no, decisions, take a stand for something, for what I believe in or something like that. Not what I believe in. Take a stand for what I want to change in the world. And having this unconsciously just comes out as irresponsible feelings. So what we want to do, you remember the numbness bar, what we want to do is we want to lower our numbness bar all the time. Okay, so when we lower our numbness bar, we can start feeling those low-level feelings. The more we lower the numbness bar, the more we feel all these little feelings. And guess what? All these little feelings are precious. That's one of the precious things in our life. A lot of people, they want to feel joy. And they think this joy has to be this huge thing. Like it has to be, I'm conquering this new job. I got this new position. Or I found my soulmate. And actually what they're missing out is like the 5% joy of drinking orange juice and just consciously feel the joy. Or getting angry about something and want to change it. I want to change the way education works in the world. Or try to feel the fear when a big wave comes. So there's fear, so the fear gives me all this information. There's too much waves, I need to go to the right, I need to do this, maybe I need to get out. So that's the treasure in feeling all these conscious feelings. So, and you can get better in that. To feel is thing that no one taught us, but it's actually a beautiful skill. So the more you practice on feeling, you can have different aspects of it. For example, how is this like surfing? First of all, it feels great when you suddenly connect to your feelings after all these years that we were numb to our feelings. Second of all, you can really hold space for you to feel. I feel a bit sadness, I feel a bit joy, I feel a bit anger, I feel sadness. You can feel them all at the same time. And it's like cruising between those feelings. And also those feelings tell you what you want to do, what you want to decide, give you all the clarity, what you want to do. Sadness help you to connect with people. Anger help you make a decision. Fear help you to get information from the environment, what to do, more awareness. And joy, it's like being the king of the space, like holding space responsibly for things to happen around you. And I think that's something that a lot of people are looking for. So just like surfing all day between those feelings, holding space for yourself, for what do you feel all the time. And then you get better in that. And there's all these skills, like you go in with an instructor to the water, it teaches you to be more balanced in the surfboard. What is to be more balanced? It's like to be more centered. So we have a method to be more centered. We have a practice on that. And I'm gonna give you the first instruction, the first experiment to do right now. And with this, we're gonna wrap it up. So the first exercise is to lower your numbness bar. So all day, just go around and see what low-level feelings you feel. I feel 5% angry because there's no tomatoes in the supermarket. I feel 10% fear because the waves got bigger. So you go until 10 all day and feel and lower this numbness bar from 80 or whatever it is to a very low. Then you become sensitive to your feelings, you reconnect with your feelings. A lot of weird things can happen, my friend. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it and you have more questions, go into my website, www.doorwaytopossibility.com, and don't forget to subscribe to my newsletter. This way I can email you back with the experiment so you can try this at home and get more clarity about what it is that you're feeling. Okay, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.